Hi guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Kat. I've been kind of MIA for the past couple of weeks, and there's a reason for that. So I had one video of my best friend and I about a month ago. We went to the Jackson Zoo, but every time I get about halfway through editing for that, it just like goes kaput and half my work disappears, so I've given up on doing that for now. For now. I will not let this defeat me. It will bend to my will, and I will get this done. And then the second reason is because every time I've tried to film a YouTube video, something like my stepdad interrupting me happens, which is what happened again this time. I actually tried to film this video yesterday, and this is what happened. I'm gonna put it on YouTube.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. But anyway, so here, let's try this video again. This week my social media blew up with tags on Facebook, tags on Twitter, tags on Tumblr, tags on even Instagram of people saying, have you seen it? Have you seen it? I just want to know your thoughts, because I love Charmed, and yes, I did see the new trailer that dropped this past week. My first reaction was kind of, why are we doing this again? Why? Are there no new ideas in Hollywood? Any at all? But the longer, I take a step back and I think about it and I think, oh, well, maybe it would be good. And then I think, I'm kind of disappointed. I think that's my main problem right now. I'm disappointed. Anyway, I have notes. See? I tried. I'm attempting to get my life together. I'm failing miserably. I adult horribly. Whatever. I have my own copy of Book of Shadows. I do actually have... Here, come on. Cooperate. Ta-da! I have my own Book of Shadows. Actually, it is a complete set of the complete series of Charmed, along with several of the spells and stuff that they use, and the big characters and stuff. Haha. There's also a couple of special features and really cool stuff. Basically, if you love Charmed as much as I do, this was like the best find ever. I actually don't know if they still make this way, or if they make them all in a like a plastic case, because I think this may have been a limited edition thing. I'm not really sure. I just know that I was excited to find it at Best Buy when I found it. So, all right, let's talk. Looks like we're actually going to get to see their mom a little bit in the first episode, but after that, it seems like it follows the original series almost word for word for at least a few episodes, which is kind of sad, because if you're gonna remake something, remake it, like, completely. And they try. All the sisters' names start with M's instead of P's, and instead of having 3 full sisters, they've got 2 sisters and a half sister, and one of the powers is different. So they have the power to move things with the mind, and the power to freeze time, and then I don't know if it's like an intense form of empath, or if her power is to actually read minds, but she reads minds when she touches people. That's gotta be really awkward, now that I think about it. I wouldn't want that power. I really would not want that power at all. Especially if you couldn't control it. Okay, so in the comments down below, put what power you would rather have. The power to move things with your mind, the power to freeze time, the power to blow stuff up, which kind of goes with the power to freeze time. Because, that's what Piper did. She froze time and then she blew things up. Or the power to read people's minds. I don't know. I feel like an empath would be less invasive, because they just feel what you feel. They don't read your mind, though. I I don't know about that. Anyway, I will say that I am really excited to see what direction this show is going to go into. I'm going to watch it, at least for a few episodes. I'm going to try to like it. I'm hoping I will like it. It's an all-female cast. Well, not all-female, it's a majority female cast. It's Latinas and an African-American sister. She's half Latina, half African-American. So I'm hoping that their story is different from the Halliwell sisters, because, you know, in the show, the original show, the Halliwell sisters descended from a witch that was burned at the stake in Salem. So I'm really hoping that they don't go with that. I'm hoping that they go with something new. Like, show me brujas. Show me that. Give me some cultural significance. That's what I want. I'm hoping for this, like, really awesome, like, cultural explosion of awesomeness. At least that's what I'm hoping for. I have my doubts, and I am cautiously optimistic that this show will be good. It will at least have better graphics. And don't come at me. Don't at me for that, because if you saw the episode with I think it was Blue Moon in actually season 7, Once in a Blue Moon. If you saw that episode, you know what I'm talking about. Those were some horrible special effects. Absolutely bad. That's so terrible. So I am hoping, you know, with the advancement of technology, that we get some really awesome special effects, we get some really awesome story. So hopefully we will have something really awesome. However, you have to remember that this will be a season 1. One season. You can't judge it just by one season. Okay, I don't care. I understand that Fox has this thing that they do where they cancel stuff after one season, which I think is absolute crap. And a couple other, like, Fox is most well known for that. Thank God this is on CW, because at least hopefully it will get beyond one season. The thing is that season 1 is usually always going to be a little wobbly. Like it's like reading the first book in a series. It's rough to get through because you're world building. You're creating this whole world that you have to get through to understand what's going to be happening deeper in the plot. And that's what the TV show does, is it spends first season so you get to know these characters. You understand their motivations and you understand them as people. And to not give them a chance beyond one season is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, you watch season 1 of the original show and it's kind of rough. It's people getting to know their characters, getting to know their castmates, getting to work with all of this stuff. So, you know, give it a chance. Because I guarantee you, you go back and watch season 1 of Charmed, the original show. Or, actually, better example, go back and watch season 1 of Buffy. And you tell me if you think that season 1 is as strong as season 2 or 3. It's not. It's somewhat slow in some places. So I really think that season 1 is probably going to be like the world building, bringing new fans into the show, working it into it, and then season 2 will be the time that they go their own way and they really divert from the original show. I think that one of the things that has so many people upset about this preview is that it does seem like all they did was create the exact same show with just women of color, which feels a little bit more like they're just trying to throw people a bone, which is slightly offensive. However, I think that was a mistake on their part, thinking that that would draw fans in when really all it did was like tick off a bunch of people. So I really think what they're trying to do is go in a new direction and kind of give other... How do I say this without sounding like an annoying white lady? I think that they're trying to give other cultures their due. Because we already had 8 years of three powerful, typical white women. And it's time to see a show with three powerful women of color. Give little girls that chance to see that there are other characters like them. Give them the chance. I had that growing up. Buffy and Charmed was a staple. My mom didn't really approve of Charmed and Buffy because it was supernatural, and we did grow up, you know, in a church household. Yeah, I wasn't really supposed to be watching it, but the older I got, the more my mom relented, and now she just, you know, she doesn't care. I'm 30, so there's no turning me back now. Anyway, but as my mom would watch a couple of episodes with me, she realized that those were women who were in charge and who worked their butts off, and, you know, they were good role models to have. And I think it's time that little Latina girls have that. Give them that in pop culture. You know, like, it's time. You know, growing up as a obviously white kid, I mean, hello, I'm Dayglow white. Like, like intensely white. But growing up as a white kid, I had those role models, and I had all these examples of what I could be when I grow up. And I think it's time to have that for other little girls. But, like, seriously, just take a step back and think for a second about what something like this will mean to little girls of color, and what it'll feel like for them to be able to see strong, powerful women on screen. I think it's gonna be amazing. Two things that I'm really upset about. Well, not upset, annoyed. Two things that I'm really annoyed about with the new trailer that are, like, I feel legitimate reasons to be annoyed, not just angry. Ah! Perils of filming outside. Bugs. But anyway, rather than getting super mad that, oh, it's a remake and fans didn't want a remake, we wanted a revival and rah, and all this mess. Number one, I feel like the British, English, whatever dude, white dude with an accent in the preview, it feels like it's poached from Buffy. It's poaching the Watcher idea from Buffy. And that bothers me greatly. It's just, he seems like a Giles. And we already had a Giles. And honestly, I really don't think that there's anything that's going to compete with Anthony Stewart Head. Just saying. He's awesome. I love him. Giles is my favorite character on Buffy. He is by far my fave. But anyway. Moving on to reason number 2. Or item number 2, or thing number 2, whatever. The new Book of Shadows. They show it in the preview after they show the dude that's like there. First of all, he ties him up. How is that a great idea to be like, hey, by the way, you're witches, here's the whole spiel. Sorry I tied you up. That is not, I don't like that. Not at all. But anyway, so in the original Book of Shadows, it has the Triquetra. And it's made to look like it's a bound book that just like magically grows as they need it to. Why is it that, one, the new Book of Shadows looks like something that I bought from Hot Topic when I was in high school to write angsty poetry into? Like, why is that? You couldn't come up with a better prop. Just saying. But also, reason number 2, why does it have a Triquetra on the cover? Why? Unless they're from Salem, unless they're from a Celtic ancestry, why is the Triquetra on the cover? How does that pull into their culture? How does that pull in with their ancestry, with their history? I mean, I'm gonna watch the show to see if I can find out why, but I'm a little peeved that that's what it is. Out of the whole of Latino culture, there's nothing that could replace the Trequatra? Nothing? At all? So I guess that's it for this video. It's kind of a rambly mess, but if you've been watching any of my videos, you know I'm a rambly mess. One of these days I will get my act together. Today is not that day. That makes me want to watch Lord of the Rings. Anyway, I am trying to keep up with, get back into a schedule of talking to a camera and editing it and putting it on YouTube, if for nothing else than the practice. But if you're interested in actually following me, please do so. I don't know how well that will turn out for you. Because like I said, I don't update as much as I should. I am trying though. If you want to, I am way more active on Instagram than I am YouTube. It's just the fact of life. Sorry that I'm not as active as I had intended to be. I am trying to get back into updating on a regular basis. Hopefully, eventually, this Jackson Zoo video will cooperate with me and I will find the spot that's just not having it and keep that out of the video. I don't know what's going on with it, but there will eventually be a video of me and my best friend at the Jackson Zoo. So I don't know what's coming up. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. We've kind of already come to that conclusion. Side note, separate thing. I did try space buns today because it's like, here, hold on. There we go. I don't know, is it? I don't know. I did try today because it is hot as all get out. It's like 80 something degrees. Yeah, it's 86 degrees today. So it's hot. I did try to do s'il vous plaits, like Shuri hair thing, where she did like braid buns and stuff inspired by Shuri from Black Panther, and it's a really easy tutorial. My hair just was not cooperating with it whatsoever, and I think that's because I should have put like texturizer or something in my super thin fine hair. But if you would like to see a really cool tutorial for that, check her out. Just you like search s'il vous plaits. It's a really funny pun. I just want to give a shout out because she's awesome, and most of like I learned how to braid because of her. So yeah, side note.